NFL on EA Sports. Gardner Minshew and the Minnesota Vikings taking on Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Minnesota Vikings. Again, everyone, Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. Things haven't gone exactly according to plan to this point, but boy, you and I down there with them before the game, they were fired up.
And they understand how important this game is. Win this one, they can start to think about a turnaround.
Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet. And both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll be led out by Gardner Minshew, 6th-round selection in 2019 out of Washington State. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
On 2nd and 7, Minshew. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. 56 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
12 more yards there and another first down.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
They'll try and power it home here with a fullback Johnson. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
You can do one of two things after a penalty. You can hang your head, or you can get mad and redouble your efforts. I think we just saw the latter there as they stopped him for no gain.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him. 2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground. Now a draw play. Here's the fullback Johnson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So it'll remain to be seen how many drives this unit gets in, this being the preseason. But here they start with 3 points.
Yeah, I don't know that we'll actually see them anymore. They got 3 points on the board, 1 drive here in preseason. In this game, baseball caps, NFL approved, of course, for everyone.
Here come the Bengals, and CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say a great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Minshew sets to throw. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football, when I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there. And there we saw completion.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Raekwon McMillan came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
A 5-yard pickup. It's now 4th down.
10-0 the score after 1. Sports.
10. Bengals nothing.
Now Let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They'll try and throw for it here. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Rolling to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Fumble on the play.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that to come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
Here again comes Joe Burrow and the offense for the Bengals. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the second quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out. And instead of it going to the opponents, get it to his own receivers and find the end zone.
Yeah, you mentioned those 2 picks and no touchdown passes yet either. Burrow from his own end zone. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
18 on the play.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
A gain of 15.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Complete to number 84.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field, but if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Burrow on play action. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Levi Wallace with a pick. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. And he's going to keep it here. He's got a first down past the 30. And finally taken down at the 36-yard line. Able to find a lot of empty space there. Picking up the first down on a 21-yard gain.
Partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
By the way, as we expected, most of the starting units out here in the second quarter, so get your 2 deep, your 3 deep, your 4 deep ready for this one.
If you have a particular favorite who wasn't a high draft pick, or is it...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt. The Bengals drive about to get going. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
On 2nd down, Burrow. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Burrow will throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And he returns this to the 22.
Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to. And if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And that will be incomplete.
On the keeper.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he comes back with one complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about where they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great play there. 38 yards. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So that drive in total 8 plays. And a long run there in the end to top it off. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. His throw incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back
Hey,
because
fellas?
your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Open man is Quinn, able to connect. And he will have a Vikings first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route, but he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's dropped right at the 40.
Hey, let's do some. Hey, Ray.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of
Let's
find
do some
out
business
who's
with
a tough guy,
Snowman.
right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard
What's up?
run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now the second down throw on target.
Pass complete to number 19. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall.
I'll send you a night. I'm send you a night trade for Snow.
Gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
I'm gonna send you some. Are you online? Are you on the game? After I play the computer, I'm gonna send you some.
Away for the second time.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kissed it on the ground.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And down to the 20. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game at this point. Just
you
teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Oh, you sound real confident, Lamar. You gonna win the championship? You feel it? Yeah, he could.
7 yards.
Yeah, he feels good.
Pitch and catch.
2nd and 3.
I don't like this
Now
man.
Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Nah, I'm gonna get my shit. I'm gonna get my shit.
Give it here to his running back. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
I'm gonna get my shit
Great
together.
effort there. Ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bengals have taken the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs.
I'm gonna get my shit together. I'm learning.
What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Bridgewater on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield. Gets the 45 before going out. 15 yards is the pickup there.
I tell you right now, Ray, his D-line ain't shit except Bosa. It's all Bosa. That's all he got is Bosa.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A big play there. 44 yards. Now an important extra point here to
we played
stretch this
preseason.
lead.
He over there playing all series. I'm over here trying to learn the game. And my boys, and I had the wrong badges on my dude.
And this is indeed
It's only both. That was a touchdown this year. I ain't worried about it. Man, I ain't even worried about it, man. I'm over here trying.
And he's able to get this across the
Man, I'm trying to learn. Can I learn the game? Shit.
Now the Cincinnati offense.
I ain't worried about it. You ain't gonna win anyway. You don't know how to win. That's why you ain't got no damn shit. If I ain't worried about you.
Chance to regain the lead in a tight.
Everybody can't beat. You can't beat the Texans. You can't beat shit.
They're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there.
Hey man, I'm just saying, staying fact.
Play action. It's Burrow.
I did say that, didn't I?
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on.
Hey man. Hey, you told me. You told me he was in. You told me I'm going on what you said. That's what you told me. And then you changed your tone quick. You changed your tone quick.
2nd and 10 now, Burrow. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 26 and a first down.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender.
Yeah, I'm just running this game. I'm trying to see.
As I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, down at the 33. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him. And they got there to break that one up.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
You need 2 and 1. You need 2 and 1.
It's crunch time.
You need 2 and 1. You need 2 and 1 because you gonna. It don't matter. Fuck it. I want snow. It's 1 and 2, Rick. It's 1 and 2. You said it right.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Nah, I know what you said, Rick. Fuck him, Rick.
The eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was
you did bet that he was going to lose to the Panthers. You did do that.
And he's got it. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
So all eyes on this Vikings offense. Down by 4, 2:25 remaining. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Rolling to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that
Yeah,
you
he's trying
would
to run
expect from him. He's been off the
He's
mark really
trying
start
to run for
finish.
playing the
Makes
computer.
you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the fourth.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Off the play fake, Bridgewater. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guy's going downfield to catch the ball.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Ashton Davis in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Now Bridgewater on fourth down. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. Now the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. Well, you feel the excitement build on those fourth down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on fourth down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on fourth down. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And to give this time to the tailback. Runs over him. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you got to feel good about your chances.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a Bengals score.
Matter of fact, I'm not going to go out to snow. I'm going to keep it how it is, man. I'm working to do that guy.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
So now it's the Vikings' turn. Trailing in this one now. A little under 40 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down.
So what's the price on Jason? On what you call? We can say yourself Jalen Smith.
First down, Bridgewater. Throw left side complete. That's Warner. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 29.
All you got to do is look and learn. Look and learn,
and he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick six, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
One last shot now for Bridgewater. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Minneapolis, good night, everybody.